We invite you to join us for a few minutes to remember and reflect on those lost this past year, knowing this year has been exceptional in so many ways and marked by many losses. This moment, right now, however, is intended as a time of calm reflection. Fireflies, pictured in this image, are sometimes viewed as a source of wisdom and inspiration. Like the 11 individuals we remember now, perhaps we may be inspired by their wisdom, energy, and light. No doubt there are many more individuals not mentioned today, but not forgotten, in your hearts, and who have inspired or touched you with their light as well. In remembering Dr. David Aldridge, Lutz Neugebauer characterized Professor Aldridge as a wanderer, bridging and translating the worlds of psychology, medicine, and music therapy. He was quite the Renaissance person, with keen interests in aesthetics, creativity, research methods, spirituality, and a range of practices in music therapy, medicine, and psychology. He was involved in the education of many doctoral and graduate students and was instrumental in music therapy education collaborations. He received the World Federation Lifetime Achievement Award in 2011 and was a Fellow of the Royal Academy of Medicine. David co-founded the Nordhoff Robbins Center in Witten, Germany, and served as professor for clinical research methods at the University of Witten-Herdecke. He was a prolific writer, and his incredible command of languages was rather like reading poetry and jazz wrapped in thoughtful, creative scholarship. Lauren Calista Angeloni was from New England and was a person of unshakable heart and soul. She embraced holistic and integrative medicine as part of her self-care and clinical practice. She enjoyed nature, often swimming and meditating at Walden Pond. Before pursuing her master's degree in music therapy at Lesley University and her internship at Perkins School for the Blind, Lauren was a publicist at Rounder Records, where she worked with several notable recording artists. Lauren was inspired to transition to music therapy after spending a year in Italy and working at a Music Together program sharing music with children. Lauren was a vocalist, and her love of music drove her interest in helping others. A scholarship in her name was established by her family at Lesley University. Chaplain Keitha Brassler was an amazing friend of music therapy. From Louisville, Kentucky, she served 17 years as chaplain of Audubon Hospital in Louisville. While at Audubon, she worked closely with music therapist Jenny Branson to advocate for and establish the music therapy program at Audubon. The amazing, unselfish, forward-thinking work of Keitha is a testament to collaboration and partnership so we may enrich and grow access to medical music therapy services. We are grateful. Terri Comer died at age 91. She was a remarkable, mild-mannered but mighty pianist and colleague. She is survived by a huge family, including 19 great-grandchildren. At age 16, despite her parents' concerns of being so young, she performed with Gene Autry and big bands for the USO tour at Soldier Field during World War II, eventually going into music education. Following her husband's sudden death, Terri went back to school and worked for IBM. She worked in information security and quality control, eventually receiving the Cogswell Award, the most prestigious honor the U.S. Defense Counterintelligence and Security Agency bestows to civilians. After retiring from corporate defense work, music therapy was her third career. In her 70s, she attended Arizona State University for her equivalency, and this security intelligence expert turned music therapist showed up at my door for clinical hours. During a practicum supervision, Terri said, "Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?" Just prior to this conference, we were saddened to learn that Dr. Charles Eagle died a few weeks short of his 88th birthday. Sometimes referred to as a gentle giant, he served as assistant to E. Thayer Gaston while pursuing his doctoral degree at University of Kansas. He assisted Gaston on the iconic textbook, Music in Therapy. Dr. Eagle was instrumental in the establishment and growth of music therapy degree programs. He started the degree program at the University of Miami, taught at Texas Women's University, and then launched the music therapy program at Southern Methodist University, where he served in several leadership positions in the music division until his retirement in 1995 as Professor Emeritus. He promoted music knowledge, skill, and was an accomplished jazz musician. He was the saxophone when he performed. Notably, Dr. Eagle helped grow an evidence-based connection between music, psychology, and medicine. As a pioneer in music therapy, we are grateful for his outstanding contributions. Lisa Krugwald passed away in March in Dublin, Ohio. Her smile in these photos shows her genuine joy, humor, and creativity, not to mention a dash of mischievous whimsy. Besides music, Lisa applied her creativity to the garden, where she raised flowers, herbs, and vegetables. Lisa was a graduate of Arizona State University's music therapy degree program and worked mainly in memory care. Lisa was a strong advocate for underserved persons and older adults with dementia. She followed and supported the state task force activities as a music therapy advocate for elders. Cage Mutrias passed away peacefully in Southern California this past summer. A music therapy graduate from Chapman, Cage focused on music therapy services for students and youth. A person of warmth and great energy, his passion for music and music therapy grew even stronger after the birth of his beautiful daughter. Prior to his untimely passing, Cage remained busy recording inspirational videos and music for students during stay-at-home orders. In this photo, on the right, his humor shines through, dressed as Captain America, as his gorgeous tenor voice radiates inspiration and a connection to students on behalf of the school and school principal. Dr. Mary Jean Nicholas passed away in Bloomington, Illinois during her 88th year. Dr. Nicholas was Professor Emeritus, Illinois State University. Prior to that, she taught music therapy for 7 years at the College of St. Teresa in Minnesota. Mary was editor of the Journal of Music Therapy from 1976 to 1979. She completed her doctorate at the University of Kansas. While at Illinois State, Professor Nicholas was regarded as a friend, a colleague, a mentor, and teacher who was greatly loved by her students. She was a keen observer of human behavior and enjoyed motivating others to recognize their potential and to grow into lifelong learners. She was curious and embraced innovation. Mary was a very private person, but cared deeply about others and treated everyone with respect. Dr. Ed Norwood died in March at age 68. He trained in music therapy in Georgia and worked in the D.C. area at St. Elizabeth's Hospital and later as Director of Rehabilitation at the Psychiatric Institute of Washington, D.C. He served as Executive Director of the National Association of Music Therapy from 1982 to 1990. He went on to complete a doctorate in organizational psychology. Ed had a zest for life, was a creative soul with a fine sense of humor, and an enduring love for his family and friends. Marion Palmer died in July in Tarpon Springs, Florida at age 94. Marion was all about music therapy and family. She was a founding member of the National Association of Music Therapy. Music therapist and administrator Mary Jo Worth noted Marion was her intern supervisor back in 1978, and she, like so many others, looked upon Marion with great respect as a mentor, clinician, friend, and advocate for elder services. Even well into her retirement, Marion was energized, involved, engaged, and on a mission to continue the work of music therapy, her passion. Missy Warden died in August in Atlanta. She was a beloved teacher and innovator in music therapy for children with special needs. She was a leader and founding member of the Music Therapy Association of Georgia and proud member of AMTA. She worked with Fulton County Schools for 23 years. Generations of Georgians have benefited from her love of music and teaching. She founded the Mistletoe and Merriment holiday musical by and for exceptional students. The show celebrated its 20th anniversary last year. A scholarship in her name at AMTA was established by her family to support research in school-based music therapy in Fulton County and other schools. Thank you.